are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it all starts, the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards for number 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. An inside give, Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end lift that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 7 here on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of...
And he's going to go down here safe. They push him back to the 34. Trayvon Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. In motion, the tight end. To throw is Ward. He'll complete this one. Buakakwo. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 10. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play. Yeah, maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 46-yard line. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Let's go.
Here's Murray. And he will find his man on the inlet. Complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the Titans' 48-yard line.
Here's Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. Finds Tootin out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Murray now to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now we're at the 41, second and 9.
Big guys. Sit.
Shotgun now from Murray. We'll get this out to Tootin. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Check.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Throwing now is Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. Highlight, so to speak.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kyler Murray, 25 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up inside send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Running right, here's Brown. To the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chase Brown, 29 yards. And the Titans are once again back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up.
Swim. 2-2.
Down the left sideline. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
At the 1-yard line.
Hey. Move.
Now Murray. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Loss of 9. Now 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, shit. Hard.
Now this time Murray to throw it. Drops it underneath for Jeudy. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. Good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to, and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches put these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. They go to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Murray now. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need to take the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Turton is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Let's go now.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes second and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bishop 35 yards. And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors.
They work now on second and 9. Now Ward. Short throw taken in by Conquo. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
They've been able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there. They pick up the first down.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And the ball is knocked out. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. Working out of the gun here, Ward. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now, Ward. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 48-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw is Murray. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave them now with a 3rd down situation.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
to throw, here's Ward. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
7-yard gain.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it
to the right side and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Coach.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Who you got? Bush.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him about the 43. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
His kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept away and boom, over the crossbar.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
13-yard line.
To throw is Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Second and 10. Throwing is Ward. Caught by Wilson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Ward. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's first and goal.
That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chimere Dike from a yard out. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line. Check.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he is It's going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Easy, easy. 2-2. Omaha, 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 Omaha. Hey.
Here's Murray. We'll get this out to Tootin. Only able to pick out 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
It feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at Jerome Farrell. We're pretty darn good.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.